works. Like you need to be out there talking. Don't be afraid to ask. I have patients ask me, I was actually even this morning, I have a stupid question. I said, there is no really stupid question when it comes into my realm because you don't know what's going on in your teeth. You just smile and you think you have teeth and you chew and you eat food. Great. But you don't know the details of it. I do, and let me explain a little bit of what's going on. That was not a stupid question at all. Yeah. Like you're actually right on. You just didn't know how to explain it correctly.
And it almost, not to go too far out on a limb, but the more I think about it is it's really interesting in that sense of I don't want to think about my teeth. I don't. I want them to work.
Well, what do people complain about their dentist? Either they're in pain, it costs them too much, or
something looks funky.
Something looks funky, okay? You have no idea. Yeah. I bet you 50% of people don't even know how many teeth they have in their mouth. And so
I don't.
Exactly. They're one of the 50%. And so that is what I'm here for. Yeah. Chris is there for help me with my finances of purchasing a home.
Yeah.
Wayne's there to think of the details that I don't think about.
Yeah. So, and you just want it to work. You don't want to think about, like, you just want to have the house that works, the house that fits you, right? And the house that you're proud of, right? It's very, very similar in that we're helping people on something that's, it can be uncomfortable for them to make decisions and for them to have to, engage. Like we said, that accountability mirror where you have to say, what can I do? What, does that line up with what I want? And I think a lot of people are going to be facing that. And I really encourage people to do that because, the sooner that people are honest with themselves, the sooner that they can get to what they want and where they're willing to earn. And so that's where, hey, if you want to make a house here in Flagstaff happen, anyone has the right to go do that. But you're going to have to make some decisions and you're going to have to do some homework. And likewise, not to tune our own horns too much, and Kyle and I put ourselves in the same boat of saying, hey, what we want, we are not willing to pay for. So what we want is we're going to buy something and we're going to make it that, right? And some sweat equity and dealing with trades and things. Like far too often, I think people right now, and I would encourage people, if I'm excited, I'll turn the time over to you, Wayne, I just want to get your take on it too, is my biggest thing right now in market, if I could say one thing to any buyer or seller, is don't assume, right? Like Kyle is saying, again, like we've hit it so hard here, but hopefully it finally gets through to people, is educate yourself and ask and find professionals and say, what can we make happen? What's our abilities? What do we need to do? What can we make happen right now? Because you might just find that house sitting long enough has a motivated seller, or you might find that your abilities are better than you thought, or you need to tweak little things, but it's don't assume and kick some tires.
Yeah, I think the consumer has to disengage from the media. Once they disengage from the media and go to the proper resources for their data findings, they're going to be so much more happier.
Yeah. And
that's the problem that we're probably having in some ways right now is, it's all doom and gloom, I'm not going to sell my house. I'm going to get butchered on the price, and I'm not going to call anybody. I'm just going to sit here miserable for another year. If they would call us and we could educate them a little bit better about what the real market's doing, it's just like Kyle giving a consult, and the guy thinks his jaw is going to get ripped apart in half, and Kyle's like, it's not that bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's every day.
Once you give them that input of, hey, it's not doom and gloom, it's not that bad. Then they start getting encouraged to be a participant into the market.